All right, so here's a tell me pastor story, which is just sad. All right, and I'm not sure what to call it, but I'll think of something right here. All right, so their pastor, they go do this. I'm writing for the first time. I'm planning a column, blah blah blah. I was in a 5 year relationship that was a complete waste of time. My boyfriend, then boyfriend at the time, which was what she meant to say, and I met was unemployed because of a broken leg. It took time for him to get well. My daughter and I went to live with him and his son. Everything was going well. And he basically said that she was a breadwinner in the family. He was kind of caring to my daughter and treated me well. Well, at first, what she meant to say. His family got along well until 4 years into the relationship. Things got really bad because he didn't have a steady job. What I meant to say was then his true colors started coming out now. So here's where the rocky road, is where the rocky road is seen. All right, so he'd work for 2 days for the month, even though I was the sole breadwinner. He cheated on me as he started abusing me, became very dishonest. He would search my phone daily if he saw a simple good morning message. He'd physically abuse me. So I was forced to stay with him, well, so she claims. Everyone in his family hated me, even though she claims that his family liked her. His family got along well, which means that they probably start to show their true colors. They would come to my workplace and scream at me. Even on the road, they would abuse me. I mean, they're not calling out calling out their own relative for beating on his girlfriend. At one point, I was devastated. I decided to leave. I went back to live with my mother, and that's when I met someone else. We were friends for 4 months before we got into the relationship. Basically, he's the new guy's a rebound guy. He's the best human being I ever met. You eventually got together, and my ex-boy found out, and basically he stalked her and basically physically assaulted her. No, bear in mind she says nothing but person assault charges against that asshat. Alright, I want things to work out. Me and my ex had a business together and a problem made. I tell him to use it for himself. I got him passport and driver's license, so she took care of this bitch made Negro. Plus I gave him money 3 times to get his visa. Thought things would get better and go back to house while I took care of the household. My current boyfriend treats me like a queen and his family adores me. She's so much she left my ex who hasn't even been a year. Alright, I made a room where my daughter and I are living comfortably. Alright, but past I'm really stressed out. Here's where the bullshit starts. My ex got a job and is making $3,000 weekly. I know it's not my money, but I spent so much money to take care of him. Son, I know someone else is living in my dream. What the fuck? Lady, come on. His girlfriend is attending college. I'm stuck in one place. He gives her the best life, and she was the one who was there for him when he needed help. To make matters worse, she's one of the girls he just cheated with, and it really pains me to see him together. I'm happy in my new relationship, which is a contradiction what she just said. My boyfriend encouraged me to do more and be the best version of me. He also just says that my boyfriend, my friend, and my father because my father died when I was young. That part was creepy. I did not know why that had to be included, but I'm still in love with my ex. You God. I hardly sleep at night because so much time, money, time lifting, and completely neglecting myself. Everyone thinks I moved on, but it means I'm still very strong. What that basically means is that she was involved with a piece of shit, even though the guy treated her badly, up to the point where he put hands on her. She found a guy that's way better than him, but she's still not over that scumbag. All I can say is this: is that obviously I've read stories like this before. It's not the first time where you have these women. I'm sorry not to be gender bashing here, but these women they get involved with these dirt bags and these waste men that they know and who even though they first would seem like they're decent human beings, when they start showing their true colors, these women stay in these relationships. I mean, until either they wise up and move on. Mean the ones that don't end up basically in Dovecot or don't at Madden's funeral home, so to speak. But the ones that move on when they find better men, you still want these little bitch made Negroes. And so it's like I was gonna say, it's like obviously when this guy beat her, he obviously caused some permanent brain damage. And what she needs is a counts therapy. And it's obviously that she's never hadn't healed from her emotional physical scars, so she's wasting this dirt bag. And she's jealous of the fact that that loser who for some reason actually is making something himself, and he's probably still a dirtbag. She's worried about that dude. Like, and the thing is that she should be more worried about his new girlfriend, because the fact that chances are if he abused, he might have ended up abusing her as well. All right. But then again, that's that other woman's problem, because if she hasn't figured out what kind of man that the ex is by now, that's on her. But the thing is that she should just basically be seeking a counseling and therapy, because the thing is what I hate is that when you have people who don't know when to cut their losses and move on. I mean, yeah, whatever. And the thing is to bear in mind is that what happened with the ex is that he just started showing his true colors after a while. Because what happens when unsavory people, the one many of them are good at being chameleons, that they'll get the impression that they're actually morally reputable people, until when you start to get in deep, that's when the true colors start to show. So what happened was in his family is that he and his family were all dirtbags. What's happened is after a while, when they saw that okay, that this woman was a pushover and a gullible, naive fool, then their true nature starts to show. Because the fact that his family members are cussing him out for how he treated this woman, this speaks volumes about how he was obviously raised. Because obviously he came from a family of low lives, so that low life behavior has really picked up on him. No, I do feel sorry for the son of this of her ex, because it's likely that is you can only hope that he doesn't end up being like his father, who was scum. He was a scumbag, because he's most like that son might grow up thinking that's how women should be treated, and I really hope that's not the case right here. But this woman is an idiot, though. This woman should be thanking God that she has a much better man who's actually the opposite of him, and she needs to just move on from this guy. And the thing what kills me is that this woman didn't have a sense of. She should be filing a restraining order against her ex. The moment he put hands on her, she should have reported him to the police. Well, the police would have done the thing is a different matter, but only thing she needs to do now is get a protection order. The fact that he assaulted and held a knife at her throat, she needs to get a protection order against her ex, and also she probably should think about getting a weapon just in case that asshole tries to come for her again, and so on. So that's all I have to say. But unfortunately, you have some women and some men who are just like that, who obviously are have this abuse, a battered spouse syndrome, that they don't know when to let go or move away from an abusive situation caused by an abusive person. So that's all I have to say. This is from State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages. Miles Gusson Farron, Miles Jeff Productions, or Real Thoughts and Miles. Okay.